everyone. It's bright and early this morning. Today I'm going to show you day 3 of the good bye and good riddance. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit while I share with you all of that. I have been on a journey, and the old Homestead Tessie would be making videos to respond and to just always answer every question and always try to explain myself. I'm done explaining myself. I don't think I really need to. Unfortunately, the majority of people, when they watch a video like I just did, I have people that only watch a video here and there, and it's quite obvious that they haven't watched me for a long time. People who ask where my chickens are, well, I haven't had chickens for a year now. And so it's always this explanations. I have to explain my life away again, and I really don't need to do that. In my videos, actually, people have been seeing a little bit of a shift and a change, and it's not something that just happened overnight. For those of you that are my main viewers that watch me, and you've seen that we're doing a lot of things, and we have a lot more things to come. And I keep telling people that. I don't say that just for people to view me. I say it to let you know that we're not done yet. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what you're seeing. One thing I do want to clarify is, different times I made a statement that said I'm not really into homesteading anymore. Well, I'm still doing a lot of homesteading. It's just, in the years past, I would do these sensational videos where I was canning hundreds of jars of food a day. I don't need to do that. I have hundreds of jars of food that we're eating up. I'm in a different stage of my life. You have the stage of childhood. You have the stage of adolescence, the teen years. You have the married years, the young married years. Then you have the children years. And then as you grow and get older, there's so many stages. And I'm on one of those stages. And we realized right now, which there'll be videos coming up, we have this property. What are we going to do with it? Are we going to let it fall apart, sell it as is, find another place, get deep in debt, or are we going to restore this property to where it was when it first was established? Keep this property because it's a cheap way of living and enjoy our life here. Those are the choices. And we were at the point where, with those choices, we were at the point where we had to do something quickly because things were starting to go downhill. The property was extremely old, and we needed to do some things to it. We are not rich by any sense of the word. We have strived to live a self-sufficient lifestyle as far as our income. I have worked tirelessly for years on YouTube. Years, my friends. Every single day, making a video, every single day, trying to get my brand name out there. This didn't happen overnight. There was a lot of crying, a lot of tears, and a lot of sweat, and a lot of sleepless nights. Those of you who followed me all of these years, it doesn't just happen overnight. But we saved our money. We lived extremely poor. We were saving our money for a day when we decided what we were going to do with it. For years, I hauled water out by hand, simply because we had to. Somebody said, oh, it all was a show. I laugh about that because no one humanly possible would take all of the time and the energy to do the things I did for years for a show. It was my life. Whether I shared too much of my life, that's for you, the individual viewer, to decide. But that was my life. But while we were doing all that, we were earning an income. And we were saving that income to decide what we were going to do with that income. And then, all of a sudden, my YouTube views dropped drastically. And then I realized I got what it takes. I've been through the trenches of YouTube. I've been through so much more than what the everyday person would ever even realize. Being on social media is one of the hardest things ever to do because social media is so evil. Yes, it's very good too, but there are so many people out there that just, well, they're not the kind of people that you really want to spend your time with. But through it all, I endeavored and I kept going. And I built my brand name, and I decided all of these years, there's things I can do to make sure that my finances continue. I had to change and evolve. I had to learn a lot of new things, and I did through these years. And then when YouTube decided that it was no longer going to promote me like it used to, because I'm an old YouTuber, then I realized I need to go to places where I am enjoyed and go to places where they do see my worth. And that's what I did. And then we decided to fix up our place, to change our lives, and to just relax a little. There's a song I've been playing in the background, and I'm going to read to you the lyrics. I don't need to explain anything else. These lyrics say it all. And I hope through it that you can become blessed, and that you enjoy watching me, and that you enjoy this journey that I am on. It's exciting. It's finally telling myself I'm worth it. I am worth it to have a little bit of leisure in my life after all that I have been through. After all we've been through, my husband and I. Then it's somewhat of a story of resilience. It's a story of keeping on, keeping on. I've seen a lot of change. I've been through a lot of pain, as they were a year ago. But I'll be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm all right. And the first time in a long time, I'm all right. I ain't going back, I ain't falling. I push all my chips and I call it all in. I bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I keep my head up high through the downs and lows. And where I'll go in life, still nobody knows. But I'm gonna choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And I ain't gonna let life hold me back no more. In my videos, I tell you all the time, you can be a victim or you can be victorious. A lot of times, in order to be victorious, that means you gotta take a stand for yourself. I did a video not too long ago on narcissism and how I didn't fight for myself. And I realized that I'm worth fighting for. I decided to take all the negative feedback, all the negative self-talk, and turn that into positivity and put it to work. I hope you are challenged, and I hope you enjoy the journey that I am on and seeing the amazing things that we are doing here, one day at a time.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright. And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows. And where I'll go in life, still nobody knows. But I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago.